Hello, how are we all doing this evening? Glad that you can make it. Who have we got here tonight? Okay, so that lovely ambience in the background, that's the dog, what I talk about every now and again. It's a pain in the ass. I was literally about to sit and do a video, record a new video for tonight, but don't think that's gonna happen, so I just thought I'd do a stream. So obviously when you're recording, you need a bit of silence, and it don't matter where you go in this place. You can guarantee that dog is going to come out on the microphone. It's a problem I've been having, other people's been having for a couple of months now. And so, anyways, apologise for a video tonight. Like I said, that's what I was planning on doing just a minute ago. Right now in the UK, it's almost 10 o'clock, and you would assume that people might have a little bit more respect for their neighbours at this point, but they clearly don't. So, who have we got here? So yeah, if you just joined the stream, I was just talking about I was literally about to sit down to do another guide, and I think a lot of arcade gamers would have liked this one, but I can't do it. So what I've done is just do a stream. I wasn't gonna stream originally tonight, but I thought, let's do something. Yeah, it's not a bad day today, Elliot. It's yeah, it's pretty warm actually. It's just nice right now. It's been really hot today up north, and yeah, literally it's just settled down now, really. It's days like today. I'm quite happy that I'm up the north of England rather than south of England. A lot warmer down south in yeah. So in fact, my mum and dad is down south at the moment. They're on the way over to Europe apparently. But because of what's going on in parts of Europe at the moment, Ukraine and Poland, their original idea was actually to go to Poland. They're going to go to Auschwitz, but because Poland's next to Ukraine or near enough all around the borders of Russia, they decided not to. But I think they're still going to Europe somewhere. So, what have we done today? If you take a look at my uploads today, we have done the very, very worst of US Gold, Commodore 64 edition. And there are some stinkers in that list, like some really bad games. And for retrobat users, I've also uploaded NetPlay. So if you've not checked those out and you're a retrobat user, check out NetPlay. That's using retroarch to play online, quite literally. And yeah, surprisingly very simple. So the retrobat NetPlay guide is actually 5.5 minutes long. So it's a very short video, which I seem to be doing a lot of nowadays. What I'm gonna do, if you just joined in the stream, I was just saying a minute ago, I was gonna record a video tonight, another tutorial for something, and I had to give up because of the dog bark, and it will start again soon. So, yeah, I just decided to do a stream. But if I get enough viewers in, I'm actually going to show you what it is, and like I said, it will appeal to arcade fans, Naomi, Sega Naomi, Dreamcast fans, even Super Nintendo. So stick around if you're watching right now, because I'm going to show you what that is. But like I said, I'm literally going to wait just to get enough viewers in there so no one misses out on it. hmm Yeah. So obviously, retrobat is using retroarch to power things in the background. And yeah, it's a good system. And provided you're both using the same core and you're using the same region game, then everything's going to work really well with that. And yeah, so yeah, I highly recommend it. If anyone's watching this right now, check out today's retrobat net play. It might appeal to some people out there. And of course, for net play, pretty much use that on any system. Not sure about emulation station. But possibly. I've not actually looked into Emulation Station or ESDE. Hello, Ojib, okay? Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Not too bad, not too bad. I was just saying the weather up where I am today, Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, yeah, it's been a really hot day, but by it seems to be it's had that all over the country, so do we have any Sinclair ZX Spectrum fans here today? So, Ojib, I'm not sure if you heard what I just said a minute ago, but I was talking about today's videos I've done. I've done the worst C64 games produced or published by US Gold, and there's some real rotten games in that list, some really bad games, and also done, of course, Retrobat Netplay today, which I really recommend that one for people to watch if you're Retrobat users. Okay, so it looks like it's going to start off a little bit slow like last night. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hold my horses and wait for some more people to join the stream. And I'm going to show you something very impressive. Game that is. Not a game as such, but something I think might interest a lot of people out there. Yeah, well done, Ujib. If you're not familiar with my channel, I've got a lot of playlists for various different front ends. And yeah, there's a lot in my playlist. I've done well over 1,000 videos at this point, and some videos I do for particular front ends are popular, whereas some other front ends not so, such as Noslan, for example, wasn't too popular. But is there, just to check that out if you want to see what Noslan is about? Oh no. So if you just joined the stream, I dearly apologise for the racket in the background. Yeah, you know, Ujib, it's some front ends are actually surprisingly simple to get to grips with, but there are other front ends, like I said, a track mode and retro FE, even GameX, they're pretty involved some of those, but generally front ends aren't as too bad as what you might think they are. Hello, Sammy. How are you doing? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, as we can see, we've actually got 10 viewers on right now, so I'm gonna bide my time for a few minutes, and once I think we've got enough viewers, I'm gonna show you this new system, which I've come across today. So, whilst we're just waiting for some more people to join, is there anything that you might want to see covered on the channel which I've not yet covered? So, yeah, as always, I've got a long list of different tutorials to do, that type of thing. In fact, I've got loads. The list is endless, really. So, uh, lots to do. But it's always good to have a little bit of feedback and see if there's something someone wants me to do, which I've not done yet. Okay, so some front ends that I've not yet covered and I've actually got noted down is a front end's called Emubro. I'm not sure if anyone's heard of this one. We also got Mala, which I'm not checked out yet. We've also got Atomic FE, which is another front end, obviously. Okay, organised homebrews, hacks, translations in Launchbox. That's an interesting one, Stingy. So would love some tips on how to organise homebrews. Let me actually show you how to do that right now. I know how to do this because I'm a Launchbox user myself. Um, bear with me a sec. Bear with me. Let me just go and get something in. I'm going to show you how to do that. What I'm going to do is actually show you right now how to fix that problem you've got. And it's been a little while since I've done this, but we're gonna look into it. So bear with me. Okay, so let me just open up Launchbox, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Pretty easy stuff. It can. It can run Wii U. In fact, I've done a tutorial on that one a little while back, so let's take a look. I'll link you to it actually. Okay, so that's the link to Launchbox in Wii U. Pretty simple, really. Best front end. Launchbox is actually decent premium. So people they're a bit funny with spending money, believe it or not, on retro emulation systems like that. Um, in other words, people expect to get everything for nothing. They're not willing to pay into people's work, which is a bit annoying. So uh, yeah, so premium wise, Launchbox definitely. And right, okay, here we go. So no, it's all right. Don't worry about it. My neighbour's just been very rude. Hey, already got it next door to you. Okay, okay, so we're in Launchbox, and let's see. The question is how to organise homebrews. Okay, let me go into this. Like I said, it might be a little with this for a while, but there is a way to break up your games. Pretty sure it's by right-clicking on one of your systems. From here, if you go to auto generate child play, sure this one. Okay. What we're going to do is just wait for this a minute because it's obviously updating or clearing image caches, like it's saying there. Okay, so bear with me on that one, and we'll get there in a sec. Let's launch his box. So anyway, Can, going back to your question, Launchbox is the best front end the market can offer. Yes and no. So if you really want a premium experience, Launchbox and Big Box is the way to go. Other than that, a lot of people will swear with retrobat. Retrobat is free, and yeah, doesn't cost anything, and it's always getting updates. So it's, if, like I say, if you're prepared to spend a bit of money, then go for Launchbox Premium. Yeah, stick with retrobat. Okie doke. So it looks like Launchbox is done what it's doing. So let me just go back to that original question. So let's say, for example, we've got 3DO. What we're going to do is just right click on it, auto generate child playlists. And it was in here where we can actually use genre subcategory. Pretty sure it's something along the lines of this. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've done it, but if we go to OK, what this is doing now is create lists. So if I now drop down 3DO, we got different sections just here now, so we can go to genres, which is obviously going to just bring up different genres of games. We also got cooperative, which is going to be your two-player games, and single player. We can actually do this by um, using our own sections, I believe. Auto generate child playlists. Okay, so it is around this area somewhere. It can be done. Like I said, I have done it in the past. Is it edit? Parents. No, I can't see it, but like I say, it definitely can be done. And if I go back under genres just there, you can find that genres has actually created its own subcategories just there. So, for example, for 3D, if I choose platform, platform has now come up. Pinball, we got pinball, fighting, we got some fighting games there. Uh, so yeah, definitely doable. Okay, my internet wasn't working, so I'll ask you again. Launchbox run Wii U games? Yes, yes, it can. I just got you the link. Here it is. So if I just copy this, because that's how much of a nice person I am. Okay, I'll just link that in the chat just there. There you'll. So yeah, link I just put into the chat. That's going to take you direct to the Launchbox Wii U, and yeah, surprisingly not too difficult to do that one. Okay, do we have any more questions tonight? What I was saying about 10 minutes ago was showing everyone something I came across. Actually, I covered this a little while back, and I think some people might be interested, especially if you're into online retro gaming. Okie dokes. Can I just remind everyone, if anyone wants to send me a one-time PayPal donation, if you could send it to this PayPal I've just posted, just to support the channel, that type of thing, just to buy bits and pieces for the channel to enhance things, and that'd be really appreciated. As always, I'm really appreciated to donations. Okay, going back to Stingy, yeah, that's okay. So as you know, the chats they move on and on and on. All of a sudden, I'm doing something to help someone. There you go. That's okay. So like I say, Stingy, it's just a case really of right clicking and going to auto generate child playlists, and you'll pretty much find around that area what it is you're looking for. Hello, Mike. How you doing, my friends? You okay? So, yeah, I was just saying. I'm going to show everyone tonight a new, almost front end, which I found. I'll likely end up doing a full setup guide on it anyways. I was going to start editing a video on it earlier on, but dog a couple of doors away yapping as usual, and I just thought I'd go live, do a live stream. Okay, so if you've just come into the stream, today's videos I've done are US Gold, the worst of US Gold for C64. And the other video I did is actually net play with retrobat, which is pretty interesting and useful for people out there that fancies playing some Sega Nomi, Dreamcast, or SNES games online. It's a very, very cool feature of retrobat. Okay. Okay, what are your thoughts, Nintendo, left and right, do you think the future? What are your thoughts on Nintendo DC left and right? To be honest with you, I mean, emulation is a funny business. Obviously it's fine to run your own games if you own those games. We also got a particular website which is archive.org, which actually someone told me about the other day. Now, technically, you get games from archive, and that's borrowing, and then you obviously delete what you use by the seams of it. So reading through the rules, that type of thing, that's pretty much what I do. So I'll use some games, download a couple more games just for setup guides, and then I'll delete things. So uh, Nintendo has always been a very funny um, corporation. I mean, even if you could prove you actually own the games, let's just face it, emulation has got a lot of benefits which physical hardware necessarily can't do. And if it could do it, you're going to require mods and all that sort of thing. There's not everyone who wants to break up the casing, say, on their Super Nintendo to add some sort of HDMI device. So exactly this is why emulation is very important for the future and preservation of retro gaming, old games. So my thoughts on the future with Nintendo, it's nothing new. Nintendo's been doing this for a long time, so it doesn't surprise me, and that's just the way it is. Okay, all good. Having difficulty searching for a rotary joystick. Time Soldier's Contra Rotary. How do you mean by rotary? I'm not sure what that question is. If I rotary, let's see what you're trying to say. Rotary. Okay, so pretty much by the seams of it, just the arcade stick. Is that what you're trying to say by rotary? Okay, so if that's the type of joystick you're talking about, rotary obviously being a few action buttons, arcade sticks with a actual joystick. You're having issues searching for a rotary joystick. So yeah, so you're asking what type of joystick to go for. If it's for an arcade build, personally, I would go to Amazon and you can buy a joystick set with encoders and all the cables for roughly around 20 to 40 pounds if you wanted two of them. I built arcades in the past, bar top arcades, and it's normally just been a case of going to Amazon and looking at the reviews. And like I said, they're pretty cheap. Just look at the reviews before you buy things. Obviously, you've got a latency issue to consider as well. So, yeah. Okay, arcade stick is a four-way or eight-way. Rotary is four. Oh, that's okay, Murdoch. Yeah, that's fine. I do. I stream a lot nowadays. It wasn't my intentions, but people ask for it, and I'm kind of happy to do it. In so you can walk in one direction, and yeah, I think I know what you're saying, Mike. Yeah, I understand now what you mean. Uh, it's not a joystick I've had any experience with. Like I say, normally when I've built a couple of arcades in the past, it's normally just been a standard um, joystick, and yeah, it's not really a joystick I've ever considered. So I can't help you with that. I'm sorry, but what I would recommend is actually checking out Amazon for something like that. Like I said, as long as you read the reviews on Amazon, you'll likely uh, be okay. Obviously, avoid buying anything where people are saying that the quality is bad and the cables are terrible. Ikari Warriors is another classic game for usage of that type of joystick. Again, I know exactly what you mean, Mike. It's like I said, I just really don't have any experience, and I wouldn't be able to give you any advice what to go for with that type of thing. As you know, this day and age, controllers, reproductions, they're everywhere, and it's probably like a big minefield trying to find out which one's good for you and what's not. There's a lot out there, you know, and that can go for the same with say retro portable gaming devices like Game Boy clones. There's a lot out there, and it's very hard to pinpoint what's actually good and what's not. Whoa. Hadaway, what is love? Okay, so I think actually what I'm gonna do, I've been saying this for about 20 minutes now. Um, hmm, no, sorry, my apologies. Okay, close you down. So, is there any more questions anyone's got? I'm going to do an hour tonight, as always. So, we've got another half an hour left yet. So, if there's any questions anyone's got, if you're new to the channel and there's something you want covering, just let me know. Can you show me how to mouse as left analog in RPCS3? Can you show me how to mouse as left? Do you mean by using the left analog stick as a cursor? Is that what you're trying to say me? So, personally, right now, I don't actually have RPCS3 set up, and obviously, as you know, it does take a little while. Yeah. So, oh no. So yeah, it takes a little while to set up RPCS3, but I know what you're saying. Is there a way to play Wii Fit on Dolphin? I don't know. The question is why would you want to play why would you want to play Wii Fit? But is there a way to play Wii Fit on Dolphin emulator without a Wii balance board? Yes, it's not something I've actually considered, but as you know, if you're familiar with Dolphin, there's actually a lot of options in Dolphin to set up different types of controllers. So if you've watched my tutorials for Dolphin, you'll likely have seen the section where you go to controllers, and from there you can likely, possibly, uh, emulate a board. Like I said, it's not something I've actually thought about or even considered doing before. So there's a possibility. RPCS3, like I was gonna say, it's I don't actually have that set up, and RPCS3 takes a little bit of time to set up. Talk about pinball front ends that has good user control. It can boot directly like batocera. Is that what it's actually called? Pinball front end. Let's check that out. I've, I know of a few different pinball systems, but if it's actually called pinball front end, I'm not familiar with that one. Is it Pinup Popper you're talking about? So, yeah, for people here who might be new to my channel and you're interested in pinball, I've actually done a couple of pinball setups recently. Um, what did we do? We did Future Pinball, and we did Visual Pinball. Both really good systems. And if anyone here is using front end systems, then I've also covered a couple of pinball systems through retrobat too. So yeah, there's some good stuff there. So for pinballs, if you're looking for a pinball through a front end, I've got Future Pinball just here, which I did for retrobat. Okay, so today and what I'm going to do is do what I always do. So again, say me, I don't have Semu set up. I, you know what I can do is advise you with some things, but very very specific questions like this. You know, I need it in front of me. I need to visually see what I'm doing. 60 FPS settings for Semu for low end PC. To be honest with you, if you've got a low end PC, I likely wouldn't even touch Wii U games. It could blow your computer up. And I do warn this in setup guides that some people will have a fairly bad computer and they'll moan or wonder why PlayStation 3 games aren't running. Wii U um, needs fairly good specs. So if you've got a low end PC and you want 60 FPS, it's unlikely going to happen. So okay, let me just remind everyone here as well. So for specific questions, like 60 FPS settings, that type of thing, um, I do offer a little service, and again, of course, I ask for PayPal donations, but I actually do custom-made videos for particular questions. So consider that as well, and literally, I'll make a video mention you that type of thing. Okay, so looks like no one else is asking much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it a night, and since the dog is shut up barking now, I'm going to go and make a video, and I'm going to attempt to release that one tonight. So until next time, stay retro.